Good morning. In today's class, we'll learn about all pair shortest path problem, that is Floyd's algorithm. Given a graph, we have to find the all pair shortest path for this graph. Now, first step to solve this problem is we have to draw the cost adjacency matrix for this graph. You can see here I have drawn the cost adjacency matrix here. A, B, C, D are the vertices here. So all the diagonal elements I am marking it by 0, and if there is no path between a vertex I am marking it by infinity. I am writing infinity. And A to A there is no vertex, A to B there is no vertex, so I have given infinity. A to C there is a vertex with a cost of 3, so I have included cost here 3. And A to D there is no vertex, I have marked it infinity. Similarly, B to A the edge cost is 2, and B to B there is no vertex, so all the diagonal elements I have marked it as 0. Now after writing the cost adjacency matrix, so hope you have understood how to write the cost adjacency matrix here. Just we will write for C vertex C here. C to B there is an edge with a cost of 7. C to B I have marked it as 7. Then C to A there is no vertex, so I have given as infinity. C to C already marked as 0. C to T there is a edge with a cost of 1, so I have written 1 here. If we consider the vertex D, D to A there is a edge with a cost of 6, so I have written 6 here. Then D to B there is no vertex, D to C there is no vertex, and D to D there is no vertex. So D to B infinity, D to C is infinity, and D to D I have marked it as 0 because diagonal work. Then after writing the cost matrix, I will consider I have to find the path through the vertex A. That is all the paths which are going through the vertex A. So I am considering the vertex first row and first column of the graph, that is through vertex A we are finding the path through A, so row 8th row and 8th column has to be considered. So I am considering the 8th row and 8th column. So from B to A there is a path, so I have written 2. Then A to C there is a path, I have written the vertex C. By applying transitive closure you will get BC. So I have to find the minimum path of BC and B to A plus A to C. So BC is infinity and B to A is 2 and A to C is 3. So I have to find the minimum of these two. So minimum of these two is 5. So I am setting the path B to C as 5. Next I am again checking if there is a path, any path between the vertex D to A, any path which can be reached through vertex A. That is D to A is 6 and A to C is 3. So by applying transitive closure we will get A to, that is D to C. So by getting the minimum of D to C and D A plus A comma C. So I will get D to C is, you can see D to C is infinity there, so I have written infinity, and D to A is 6 and A to C is 3. So 6 plus 3 9, infinity and 9, minimum is 9. So I am setting the part D comma C to 9. So after this I am updating the cost adjacency matrix here. That is, in this you can see here B to C was 5 and D to C was 9. So in this matrix B to C I have updated to 5 and D to C I have written as 9. No, this is the this is the cost adjacency matrix for reaching through vertex A. Now if similarly in the step 2 Let us calculate d of b, that is through b. All the paths which are reaching through vertex b. Because we are finding path through b, bth row and bth column need to be considered. Now you can see here I have considered bth row, that is this is the bth row and bth column. Now here C to B. C to B is C to B is 7, C to B is 7 and B to A is 2. So C, by applying transitive closure you will get C to A, that is minimum of C comma A and C plus C comma B plus B A comma A. So C comma A is infinity, C to A is infinity. You can see the cost agency matrix there. Minimum of C comma A, that is infinity, and 7 plus 2 9. So infinity and 9, minimum is 9, so C comma A is equal to 9. Then we are checking any other paths which can be reached through B. So C to B 7 and B to C 5, and by applying transitive closure I will get C to C, and C to C the cost is 0, and C comma B plus B comma C I will get the cost as 12. So 0 and 12, which is the minimum? 0 is the minimum, so C comma C I am setting to 0. Now is there any other path? There are no other paths which can be reached through B. So I have updated the cost adjacency matrix here. D of B is, now you can see here, C comma A I have written, C comma A I have written as 9. You can see here 9, and C comma C I have written as 0. C comma C I have written it as 0. Now I have updated the cost adjacency matrix for D of B. Now in the step 3, let us calculate D of C, that is through vertex C. We are finding the path through vertex C, so Cth row and Cth column has to be considered. So Cth row and Cth column has to be considered. So you can see here I have chosen the Cth row and Cth column. So I have to find all the paths which are going through vertex C. A comma C is, you can see here, A to C is 3. I have written A to C as 3, and C comma A is 9. So by applying transitive closure I will get A comma A, which is A comma A, and I have to find the minimum of A and A to A and A comma C plus C comma A. So A to A is 0 and A to C is 3 and C to A is 9. Minimum of 0 and 12 is 0, so A to A is 0. Then I am considering the next path. A to C is 3 and C to B is 7. So by applying transitive closure I will get A comma B. Now I have to find the minimum of A comma B and A comma C plus C comma B. So infinity and 3 plus 7 is 10, that is A comma B is equal to 10. Similarly A comma C equal to 3, that is A to C. A to C is 3 and C to D, there is one more path here. So C to D is 1. So A to D is equal to min of A to D and A comma C plus C comma D. Infinity and 3 plus 1 4, and I am setting A comma D equal to 4. Next there is one more path from B to C, that is B comma C is equal to 5 and C comma A. B comma C, B to C and C to A is 9. So by applying transitive closure I will get B comma A, which is minimum of B of comma A and B comma C plus C comma A. 2 comma 5 plus 9, B comma A will be 2. Now similarly we have the path B comma C is equal to 5 and C comma B is equal to 7. By applying transitive closure we will get B comma B and the minimum which will be equal to 0. In the same way we have to find all the paths which are going through the vertex C. After finding all the paths so this will be the cost adjacency matrix for vertex C. So we can update the cost adjacency matrix. Next, on the last step, we have to find out the calculate D of D, that is all the paths which are going through vertex D. In the last step, we have to find out all the paths which are going through the vertex D. Hence, in this we will consider the dth row and dth column, and in the same way, that is, we have to find the path D to A, there is path, and D to D there is a path. So D comma D, by applying transitive closure, will get the same method will follow, and in the last will get the transitive that is the cost adjacency. This is the final cost adjacency matrix for the all pair shortest path using Floyd's algorithm.